Hi, I am Olga. I make sewing tutorials for my blog hbury.com and for my YouTube channel. I love to show you how to sew not just homemade stuff, but nice, beautiful and fashionable things handmade with love. In this sewing tutorial, I will show you how to cut and sew an off-shoulder dress. For the free tutorial on the off-shoulder dress pattern drafting, go to the link under this video. What you will need: 3 yards of lightweight stretchy knit fabric, elastic for the neckline, waistline and sleeves, around 3 yards, 1/4 inch wide, regular sewing notions, serger thread, flex thread, ballpoint needles for knit fabric. I made the dress using my serger mostly, with 4 thread 2 needle serger stitch, but a few stitches are made by sewing machine. For this dress I used knit fabric. It's very stretchy. I'm not sure of the fiber content, but I think it's probably rayon, because even if the fabric is thin, it has some weight, and this is usually happening with rayon. I started with cutting the bottom skirt. Cut 2 pieces on fold. One is the skirt front and the other is the skirt back. Follow the grain line. It's usually parallel to the selvages. Cut also the top pieces, front, back and sleeves. If your fabric has a directional print, take this into consideration, so the upper edges of the top and upper edges of the skirt have the same direction of the print. For example, make sure if the flowers on your skirt looking up, they are going up on the top also. Just be attentive to details. If you want to know more about cutting fabric with directional prints, check out my tutorial, What is nap in sewing.
Now let's cut the upper skirt.
Cut also a long strip to make a casing for the elastic at the waistband, about 46 inches long and 1.5 inches wide. Okay, we did all the cutting. Now let's sew the dress. Step 1. Stitch side seams and short sleeve seams. I like to pin the pieces together before stitching. Seam allowances are 1/4 inch. Use your serger. Step 2. Stitch the sleeves in 2 armholes, right sides together. Pin them before stitching, of course. First pin 3 points. Start pinning at the side seams, then pin at the front, after that pin at the back. Then insert a few pins in between. Step 3. Fold the upper edge of the dress to inside along the marked fold line. Stitch, forming a casing for the elastic. Sew 2 rows of stitches, forming a casing for the elastic. You have to use a regular sewing machine for this. And here you may have a problem because a regular sewing machine doesn't sew stretchy knit fabrics without adjusting its settings. So if you will have two choices here. First, use an Illoflex stretchable thread and a regular straight stitch of the machine. Or second, use a special stretch stitch of your sewing machine if you prefer to use regular all-purpose thread. I like to use the Illoflex thread, and you can read my review of this thread on my blog. I have these small handy gadgets to keep the bobbin with the exact same thread together with the spool. Insert elastic. I like to use safety pins for this, and usually I put 2 of them on each end of the elastic. Sew ends of elastic together for a finished measurement of 27-34 inches and adjust the elastic length after fitting. If you wish, you can even stop right here and wear it as a top without sewing the skirt. You can easily make a few tunics like this from different fabrics. But I wanted to show you how to sew a dress, so let's continue. Step 4. Finish the skirt hems on all skirt pieces. I used rolled hem stitch of my serger, but you can use other techniques to finish the skirt hem, of course. Stitch side seams on skirt pieces with a serger. Lay the top skirt on the down skirt with the wrong side facing the right side and baste upper edges together. I decided also to stitch them together on my serger. Stitch the skirts onto the dress using your serger. Step 5. Try the dress on and adjust the marked waistline. Points F, B on the pattern. The skirt may pull the top down a little. It doesn't happen often, but check it just in case. My waistline stayed where it was, didn't go down, but sometimes it's happening. Tie a piece of ribbon around your waist and mark the waistline where you want the elastic in a few places with a sewing marker. After that, check if it's the same as on the pattern, line FB. If it's about the same place, leave it as it is. If it's up, compared to the marked waistline FB, draw a new waistline for inserting elastic, but it should be parallel to the previous one. The fabric strip for the casing has to go over the waistline. Finish the lengthwise edges of the strip for the waist casing with a serger. Base the facing strip on inside of the dress over the marked casing waistline. Turn the short ends of the strip in. Stitch the strip, forming a casing for the elastic. Use the yellow flax thread again. Sew ends of the elastic together for a finished measurement of approximately 35-38 inches. Adjust the length of the elastic after trying the dress on. Insert elastic into the sleeves also. If you want to know how to make an easy pattern for the off-shoulder dress, I will walk you through that process also. Just click on the video you see on your screen right now, and I will see you there. Or choose the other video where I am showing how to cut and sew a nice dress without spending hours of work. If you would like to save this video so you can return to it later when you are ready to cut and sew the off-shoulder dress, press the like button right below this video, and later you will find the video in your liked videos.